What's up? My name is Chinwé and welcome back to the Rich Witch Show. Whoa, it's the Rich Witch Show, where we make the magic all bright. What's up to all my rich witches and rich wizards out there in Weezy Wonderland? My name is Chinwé, aka Chinweezy, aka Madam Weezy, aka Le Rich Witch, and you are now tuned into the Rich Witch Show. Welcome back here on the Rich Witch Show. We make the magical practical, and for today's episode, this is episode freaking 6. Can you believe it? Episode 6, the number 6 could be significant for you as well. Equal give and take. Okay, equal give and receive going on here. But for today's episode, we're going to talk about how to protect our energy, how to set up those energetic boundaries as we are receiving. Come on, 6 of coins. Okay, so as we're receiving, we got to make sure that we're protecting our energy, because when that light is on and your light is shining, honey, with all this Leo 5th house energy going on, we talked about it last week. We're going to talk about it some more. Okay, with all this shining that you're doing, shining, yeah. You want to protect your energy because everything coming to you ain't always what's for you. So we got to know how to filter through some of these energies, and we're going to talk about that today. All right, so first we're going to do planet power. We're going to talk about this Chiron and Aries. We're going to talk about this new moon in Taurus that just passed, and I'm filming this today on this new moon in Taurus. We're also going to be talking about Jupiter and Pisces just a tad bit. All right, then we're going to have a performance by yours truly. It's a song called Black and White. You're gonna love it. Then we're gonna get real and heal, talk about this way to protect our energy, and then we're gonna magnify that magic, do some group hypnosis, and see if Archangel Michael has anything for us in tarot talk. All right, so before we do any of that, y'all know we got to give it up for the ancestors. Thank you. One of my ancestors, y'all, Kuku Mujaji. She's my namesake. Okay, my mother's family is South African. I'm her namesake. I'm named after her. My South African name is Mujaji, which is the queen of rain. Okay, so the queen of cleansing. But I have been trying to get in communication with her, but she finally came to me. She came to me through my mom, wanting to help me with some things. So that's very exciting because she was a little stern, but I'm glad she's here. So me personally, I want to thank my Guku, my grandmother, my great grandmother Mujaji, for being here. I want to thank my archangels, my ancestors, myself, my God, my higher purpose, my higher self, and my lower self for showing up and doing this work. Okay, because it takes two to tango. And I want to thank you so much for being here, for learning, for growing, and just being here with me, absorbing all this knowledge and these synchronicities. Look at the wind blowing. Anyway, without further ado, let's get into planet power. Yes, I also wanted to just tell you guys that before we get into planet power, I am wearing my tiara. As I've been cleaning up my room, I found all these tiaras, and I am embodying this lotus energy. Okay, did you know lotuses, they grow in the mud, in the dirt? They are so beautiful, and they represent life that can come from anything. A lot of impromptu messages coming through today. Okay, so embody what you want to be, grow through that mud, wear your crown no matter where you are. What they say, dress for the job you want. Okay, but we're dressing for the job that we have. We're just coming into awareness that we are princesses and queens and kings and lotus flower bombs growing up out the mud. Okay, so impromptu message, just keep that in mind, okay, as we're going through today, and we are embodying and coming into awareness of our full confidence Leo 5th house energy potential. You feel me? Without further ado, let's get into planet power. I didn't even do no proper introduction, but it's cool. Y'all know how we do. We just do the best we can up in here. So the first thing I want to talk about with planet power, and this is basically where we look at what's going on up in the skies, and we see how it applies to our life, because we are comprised of the stardust, the stars, the minerals that are in the earth. It's all the same. So by examining what's going on around us, we can better understand what's going on with our own selves, which is what planet power is all about. So the first thing that I'm really drawn to, which not a lot of people are talking about, is this Chiron and Aries energy. Chiron will be in Aries until June 2026. And what I'm seeing with this energy is that this is really standing up for that inner child. Okay, there's going to be a lot of triggers because Chiron is the wounded healer. Chiron is the reflector, I think it's a meteorite. Don't quote me, or asteroid, but this is the reflector. So whatever is being triggered in you is being triggered by others. And this is that FOMO energy that we were talking about, seeing what's yours and what's not yours, what you've acquired, what you've learned, what you've picked up from others, and seeing where your triggers are, what's triggering you. Is it even yours to begin with these triggers, or it's something that is yours and you need to address, or just say, okay, return to sender with love and healing energy, transmute that and send love and healing energy back to where it came from. So Chiron Aries really says, I'm not gonna be tried. Like, I'm not going to be unsafe, unstable. Like, we were working on that root chakra energy last week, and wow, major transformations, wearing red, embodying red. Make sure you follow me on TikTok at Chinwé Official, because I go into more detail about how to maintain that root chakra energy. Sorry about that. So with that root chakra energy, that Chiron and Aries, and you know, Aries is the first, that's the first sign. So that's all about who you are. And we're becoming more rooted and firm in who we are. And because we're coming back home to ourselves, this is that first episode energy. Because we've come back home to ourselves, we've been able to let our guard down in our environment. And so anything that threatens that safety, that security with this Taurus energy, that baby, anything that threatens your stability, your routine, your comfortability is going to be triggered, and it's something that needs to be acknowledged and healed on your behalf, or let go and return to sender and transmute it, transmute it, let go, and return to sender with that FOMO energy. Do you understand that Chiron and Aries is not here to play with these hosts? Okay, again, I talk about more astrological revelations that come to me on my TikTok, so make sure you're with that. So that's the first thing I want to talk about. The second thing I want to talk about is this, very briefly, Jupiter and Pisces energy that everybody's talking about. So we're just gonna talk about it for a quick second. Jupiter is the planet of wisdom, expansion, abundance. Yes, son. And Pisces it's in its natural habitat of Pisces, which is very flowy, very dreamy. So I would encourage you, especially with this new moon manifestation, this summer, spring, awakening energy, to dream as big as you possibly can, but also with that Jupiter energy to learn more. Something my brother Dima said, shout out to Dima. He's one of my adopted family brother members. He said that, you know, when your mind starts going down these rabbit holes, okay, this is our Virgo 6th house energy that we've been talking about as well. When your mind starts going down these rabbit holes, it's because it's thirsting for knowledge. So that's that water Piscean energy, right? And Jupiter being in Pisces, you could be literally thirsting for knowledge. So when your mind is going down rabbit holes, stop and maybe learn something new. Right now I'm learning about cryptocurrency, and we've been investing in things like that. I'm learning about cars and learning different ways to work out. So it doesn't have to be something totally brand new. It could just really be expanding upon the things that you love, or things that you've known your whole life but maybe never paid attention to, and really just soaking up all the knowledge you can because of this Taurus energy, this baby energy. Babies are sponges, and with this Chiron energy lasting until 2026, what did they say? Children ages 0 to 6, that's when they learn the most, that's when they absorb the most. So I really feel during this Chiron energy, you could really just be absorbing so much, which is why we have to know, thank you Train, what is ours and what is not ours, and really set that intention that we want to come home to ourselves and be clear, come into awareness and be clear, crystal clear quartz, you feel me, on who we are, because we're going to be absorbing so much information because we're thirsting for that knowledge, yearning for it. Okay, last thing I want to talk about in planet power, I wanted to show y'all this. Okay, that date says December 17th, 2020. This was a 2021 forecast, okay, for each month. You can see the months here. Now, I decided to look back at this for May, June, and July. The sun's coming back out. This is very important information. So for April, for instance, I said attention, all eyes on you, spokesperson, attracting fans and listeners, right? Because we said we were going to be very attractive in April. So for May, coins falling again. This is a transference of power from your divine feminine to your divine masculine over the next couple of months, as he gets you settled and rooted in your new environment and your new way of being yourself. We have bees, warmth, spring, hyper, dormant energy waking up. So remember we were talking about that lion who's been asleep. Okay, this is him waking up to his surroundings, making sure that everything is straight before Cancer season. Remember Cancer season, I said, is when your divine feminine energy will really be wrapping back up in all the work you've been working on since 2020 Cancer season would come to a head. So right now the divine feminine is on a little bit of a vacation, a little bit of a sabbatical until Cancer season this year, which will be the end of June. Right now, the divine masculine is waking up. He's getting you rooted. He's helping you build, and he's building up that confidence, getting you in the habit of being confident of yourself. We're developing new habits of confidence from a place of wholeness, not from a place of lack or a place of ego. Thank you. That was a beautiful ass message. Things are heating up, okay? And I've got this for all the months, but I just wanted to show y'all that I don't be making this stuff up. You know what I'm saying? And how everything will coincide. And even though we don't understand it at that time, I didn't know what that stuff meant in December 17th, 2020. Okay, but seeing how we're in this Leo 5th house energy of play, and this is a number 5 year, 2021, 2 + 2 + 1 = 5, and that's 5th house play, all of that stuff, it all comes together, it all coincides. And so I just wanted to show y'all that to trust yourself. You're psychic, you're powerful, you're a magician, and when you receive these messages, trust in them and believe in them. Okay, now it's time. That was Planet Power. Let's get into this performance. Okay, keep it simple, stupid, black and white. Y'all gonna love this right here on the Rich Witch Show. Hey, okay, hey, listen, hey. Depression and ascension live on the same street. Depending on which way you turn, it's who you will meet. My people killing each other in South African streets, just like domestic terrorists in America. I mean the police. So if you got to pick your poison, cut once and measure twice. If you're gonna slay for millions, get your castle in the sky. Do what you like, move how you feel, accept the best and only keep it real. It ain't that hard if you don't fight. Keep it simple, stupid, black and white. Hey, keep it simple, stupid, black and white, black and white, black and white. I'm not sacrificing shit, I want the best this life to give. Source of me looks like a kid, smiling and dancing and learning abundantly. Tell me, would you take the money or wanna see them right in maximum security? That's where they belong, but see you and me. We are all human and we don't have decree over someone else's life, so you got to be better. You got to transmute all the negativity. I know you feeling down and I know you wanna be heard. Ooh, shit, that was it. Ooh. So I'm coming back in because I got a lot to say. I didn't know that the beat did some little things. See, that's just like you and me. We got our own little ways that we can be. So don't be judging everybody. Just because you ain't addicted to this don't mean you ain't addicted to something. Watch yourself. Don't hurt yourself. Health is wealth. So if you got to pick your poison, cut once and measure twice. If you gonna slay for millions, get your castle in the sky. Do what you like, move how you feel, expect the best and only keep it real. It ain't that hard if you don't fight. Keep it simple, stupid, black and white. If you got to pick your poison, cut once and measure twice. If you're gonna slay for millions, get your castle in the sky. Do what you like, move how you feel, expect the best and only keep it real. It ain't that hard if you don't fight. Keep it simple, stupid, black and white. Hey, listen, my people, they diet. Hey, the babies, they crying. Yeah. Hey, these niggas be lying. Ha. They hunt us like lions, but I am a lioness. Yes, welcome back to the Rich Witch Show. My name is Chinwé, aka Chinweezy, aka Le Rich Witch. I hope that y'all enjoyed that performance. Keep it simple, stupid, black and white. And right now, you know what time it is. It's time to get real and heal. Give me some. Yes, okie dokie. The best way to protect that energy is to sleep. Sleep. That's it. Remember, we were getting that message back in April to get rest. That came out in one of the readings that we were doing. It came out on TikTok with my Tarot Tuesdays on TikTok. Make sure you are getting rest. Babies are absorbing constantly. I'm telling you, we are completely changing the way we are. We're not changing the way we are. We're coming into awareness of who we are. And so with this Taurus baby energy, please embody that energy and sleep. What did we say? Babies eat, play, no, eat, sleep, play, poop, right? I don't remember the order, but sleeping is going to be so beneficial. Remember the other week and I was talking about lions and how lions sleep all day. They're preserving their energy for the big fight, whatever that big battle is. So impromptu message, there may be a big battle that you're gearing up for, and you've got to sleep. You know why else you got to sleep? And I'm going to tell you a story about a battle that I had to gear up for. You got to get sleep, because also that's how downloads and information comes to you from up above. It can't come to you while you're doing stuff and moving around. Too many distractions. So anytime you know you got a full night's rest, thank you, Train, and you all of a sudden get sleepy out of nowhere, know that there are a lot of downloads coming to you at this time. I don't know why. It could be the Jupiter and Pisces energy, because Pisces is all about your spirituality and Jupiter is that expansion, expanding the mind. It could be that Jupiter and Pisces energy where there's a lot of downloads coming in, and you know, Pisces is very dreamy energy. You could be having significant dreams, or it could be your subconscious. You gotta know yourself, okay? Dreams are not for everybody. It could be reoccurring 333. I just seen on the clock. That's that ascended master. That's that creativity, okay? So Jesus could be talking to you. I've been seeing 333 a lot, and that could be the great ascended master Jesus coming to you with information, with cues. Read about his story. Find out what he's doing. Try out some of the miracles that he was performing. Just try it. Trust the downloads and the information that are coming to you, because you are very powerful. And the more that you get rest, take little cat naps throughout the day, meditate, set the intention with that hypnosis. When you go down, set the intention, okay, I want to get refreshed, I want to balance out my chakras, I want to have a burst of energy, and I want to manifest a new home. Okay, when you could do that for 5 minutes, random times throughout the day. I know some of us have to work, we got kids, yada yada yada. You gotta make time to take these cat naps, because as an empath, as this Taurus baby energy, you're constantly absorbing energy. It might not feel like it on the surface because you've got this emotional mastery going on, okay? It might not seem like it on the surface because your mind is at a very calm, still, trusting place. But you got to know that energetically, you're picking up on the most subtle, minute details of the universe. And so you've got to take some time to power down and put yourself on the charger, which is sleeping, okay? Now, you may be preparing for some sort of battle, and it may not be a physical fist fight. We're going back to that, okay? It might be a conversation. It might be, wow. Okay, I've never heard those birds before. Wow, I was gonna say it could be a conversation that you're preparing to have, or constantly, thank you, Train, speaking up for yourself. Okay, that takes a lot of energy. Still in that baby energy of being very clear, crystal clear quartz, okay, on what it is that you want. Excuse me. That takes a lot of energy to speak up for yourself, to stand up for yourself, to do something totally new with this Uranus and Taurus energy. So a couple weeks ago, I was able to have a conversation with my dad, to his face, about how I felt controlled growing up and how I thought he was narcissistic, and really break it down for him. And that was a very difficult conversation to have, but I don't know, I've been training. We've all been training. When you see squirrels or 444, it could be a significant number for you as well. That represents training. All the training that we've been doing, to speak up about what we want. When it's time for you to get put in front of that platform, I'm getting judgment energy, like the judgment card. When it's time for you to step up and get on your platform and speak your truth very clearly and efficiently, not from the heart, not from the mind, but from your spirit, which is the clearest place it could come from. You've got to have that energy. And so I was able to have that conversation with him, and I was able to have that conversation last night and be very clear and say, no, I understand why people don't speak to their parents. I understand when you have to draw a line and say, no, I will be respected. Respect is a two-way street. It takes a lot of courage, and it takes a lot of energy to be courageous. So you could be having some very, very, very life altering conversations with people around you that you would have never imagined, and it could be received really, really well. I'm putting that out there too in this Taurus energy, that these conversations that you're having are going to be received really well, because you're coming from a very balanced Two of Cups, clear place, because you've been practicing speaking up for what you want. So I'm also feeling we're gonna go ahead and jump into, it's time for tarot talk. We're gonna go ahead and jump into tarot talk, because I want to see what predictions Archangel Michael has for you, and why this speaking up is very important, and what is coming up, where, in what area, what house, what area in your life are you getting an opportunity. You're gonna be presented with an opportunity, and you're gonna have to speak up. And yeah, it's just important. I really feel it's about your money. It has something to do with your career. It could be love. We're gonna find out. We're gonna get some information from Archangel Michael. Okay, those two popped out. All right. Whoa, we got the Four of Wands and the Hangman, with the Two of Swords at the bottom of the deck. Four of Wands and the Hanged Man. And we got 4 and 12. So 4, 1, 2, or 3. Back to that 3. Didn't I say 4 as well? Because 12 divided by 4 is 3. So 3s, 4s, even 1 or 2 could be significant. Okay, because the 1 and 2 equal 3 as well. Give me 1 second. Actually, it came out like this. The Hangman came out first. So let's see what Archangel Michael is trying to tell you. Something that had to do with your home. Look at that 4 of Wands. The energy in your home, how you connect with your home. Okay, so I was thinking about this in between. Wow, you're gonna make a decision though that leads you to some sort of wish fulfillment. This is at the bottom of the deck, and the 3 of Coins. It could have something to do with work, but it's gonna be completely fulfilling. Jump out of the tree. The Hangman, usually it's a guy hanging upside down on a tree, right? And this is where he's able to change his perspective. So I really feel you could be receiving information with this wind picking up. Yes, you see it? You see it? You're going to be receiving some information about your home that's going to cause you to choose your happiness. But it has to do with work as well. Maybe, oh, this is what I was going to say. Maybe people be slow creeping. I don't like that. Sorry. So maybe with you changing your perspective on your home, it's going to influence everything else. It's like a catalyst. Remember when I said that in the first episode, that tower? Thank you, birds and bees. Okay, they're flying around. So it goes from the tower to the Hangman, which to me is a little more subtle. The tower is very explosive, and the Hangman is a little bit more subtle. Once you get rooted, this Taurus energy, as we finish out this Taurus energy, really set the intention to be rooted. I had this conversation with my mom yesterday. Decide what is home to you. What does home look like to you? Change your perspective on home. This is what we talked about in that first episode. 1111, just caught that. Make a wish. Let's make a wish right now. Where's my little scepter? Ding! Your wish has been granted. Did y'all make the wish? Sorry, that's what the pause was for. Do it again. Ding! Your wishes have been granted. The reason why your wishes couldn't be granted before is because you weren't rooted. You were running away. Y'all know my favorite song right now. She's a runner, she's a track star. She gonna run away when it gets hard. No more running away when it gets hard. Instead, we just find another solution. And you know why we don't have to run away? Because we're not afraid to speak our truth either. And see multiple perspectives. I'm going to get one more card. One more card. She's a runner, she's a track star. She gonna run away when it gets hard. Simplify your perspective. Because here we go from the 12, the hangman, to the 4. 12 to the 4. We reduce it. We reduced it by 3. Simplify your perspective. Simplify. Simplify. Anybody a Marine watching? Or they got Marines in their around them? My martial arts instructor, we talked about him last week. He's a Marine. I don't know what simplify means. I'll look it up. I'll put it on here. But maybe there's a Marine watching. There's a Marine around you. Go and talk to them. And you know what? My martial arts instructor is a Leo. There might be a Leo or there could be a Leo around you or a Marine, an older gentleman. I just saw 1313. That's death. That's big changes. And he mentioned yesterday that was his favorite number. Big changes are going on, but there's some information that they're going to bring, that this person is going to bring to you. And it's so simple, but it's going to change the way you identify with home, with yourself, with your environment, with your career, with your happiness. It's just going to be like that click. Sometimes, you know, it has to click. This is going to be that click for you. And I can't tell you what that message is. I can't tell you because it's going to be different for everyone, but that's just what's coming through very strongly. Okay. So that's what we got for Tarot time right now. We're going to get into Magnify the Magic. I love how those sections just blended in together. I'm going to work on that, blending all the information together more seamlessly. But I appreciate y'all for rocking with me anyway. So come on, y'all. Let's magnify this magic, honey. Welcome back. Welcome back. I hope that y'all enjoyed that. Real quick before we turn down for what? To magnify the magic. I want to just say that when I split the deck, just now when I was putting the cards away, I got the 6 of Cups and the 4 of Wands. The 6 of Cups represents the past. So there's something about returning home. The meaning of that for you will become clear and evident. Personally, I'm going to set the intention to understand what that means for myself for this Magnify the Magic. You can too, you don't have to, but I just wanted to throw that out there because that might be significant for some of you, returning home. Y'all, the noise only comes when it's time to magnify the magic. I don't know what that's about. Resistance, interference, but it's okay. We're going to get it in regardless. Now, it's time to turn down for what? It's time to magnify that magic. So, Magnify the Magic is where we do a group hypnosis together. Hypnosis is simply just a trance. I'm not trying to get in your brains and do no V for Vendetta type stuff. Have you out here like robots, can't control your mind? No. I told y'all when I change the word, I'm going to use my class, my talents, my gifts, my grace, and permission from the universe. Okay, now we go into trances when we drive, when we take a bath, when we eat, when we do the dishes, when we sleep. And basically this is just a quick way to rewire your subconscious to make you be the person that you already know that you are, to come into awareness of that. Okay, so we're gonna do this together. 1 second. It only happens, y'all, when we do Magnify the Magic. What's up with that? Anyway, basically, I'm going to count you down from 5. In between each number, I'm going to say, I am grateful for the abundance of, and you're going to fill in the blank out loud or to yourself. I am is the most powerful statement. I am is the most powerful statement in human language. Gratitude is the fastest way to raise your abundance and to connect with source. And when you acknowledge the abundance all around you, more abundance flows to you. Okay, so when I count, I'm going to count down from 5. I'm going to snap my fingers. We will enter our hypnotic trance together. If there are any noises going on in the background, just use them as ASMR, okay? We got to learn how to take our cat naps and do our hypnosis no matter what's going on around us. So maybe that's why all these interruptions are going on, okay? So let's get started. 5, I am grateful for the abundance of. 4, I am grateful for the abundance of.
Yeah, that's right.
Excuse me. 3, I am grateful for the abundance of. 2, I am grateful for the abundance of. 1, I am grateful for the abundance of. 0.
Yeah, that's right. What, oh, you want to have it that way? Oh, Annabelle, it's on phone extra quick. Wait a minute. No. Okay, I got you. Okay. All right, go ahead. Yes, I do, and I thought, and what about yes, I do. I was gonna bring all this up anyway. A number one. Okay, what number you have? And that's going to get me in trouble. Giving people by the wrong number. So, and I believe it may come from. Oh, okay. All right. Well, I want to make sure you guys right too. Because while you talking to these people about my life and all this, then they ask you for it again. Well, no, but anyway, I really appreciate you helping me. I really appreciate it. Well, we ain't far from the finish line. Matter of fact, I can't see a light at the end of the tunnel. Okay.
I'm gonna count you up slowly. At your own pace, open your eyes and come back to us.
Okay, all right.
here in Weezy Wonderland. 1, 2, 3, 4. Welcome back, welcome back. How was your meditation? Mine was really good, you guys. I felt something like here on my chest. I think it's like solar plexus energy. It wasn't up here in the heart. I felt like this heaviness on my chest, and I believe that was my solar plexus, you know, trying to talk to me. So I will look more into that, especially as we talk more about the solar plexus next week. Because we've been talking about the root chakra a lot, so now I think we're ready to really, now that we understand the intentions that we're setting and why, we're going to really begin to talk about this solar plexus along with, I always do that, as well as, in addition to, we're also going to be talking about how to forgive next week. Very important. I noticed that with these months, we close out with something really heavy. Last month, we closed out with how to trust yourself. So forgiveness is a large part of this confidence. It's a large part of this receiving energy, and we're going to talk about it. So make sure you're getting lots of sleep, cat naps throughout the day, powering off completely. And also make sure you're still doing your spiritual baths. You're honoring these new moon and this full moon, honoring Gaia. Earth has been trying to speak to us. She is a living, breathing entity. My mom was talking about this earlier. Spend some time in nature, dogs, animals, fifth house energy, children, really getting down in the dirt, getting creative, and allowing yourself to receive these downloads, because you know how to trust yourself. So that's it for today. I love y'all so much. I thank you so much for joining me. Make sure you follow me on all social media, and I pray that your new moon, your Taurus season is going awesomely. Can't wait for Gemini season, things coming in by the twos. Double time, abundance, yes, with the quickness. We're gonna get into that Gemini energy a little bit next week, but anyway, I love you so much. Sending you lots of love and healing energy. I will see you on the other side. Mwah. Weezy out.
Calling all my rich witches ages 25 to 30. For everybody tired of being done dirty by society, relationships, and trauma for your parents that leaves you battling anxiety and depression. But my name is Chinwé and I want us to glow. That's why it's time to tune into the Rich Witch Show. We gon' talk about astrology and read some tarot. Plus I'ma go deep and push the envelope. Whoa, it's the Rich Witch Show. Hey, it's the Rich Witch Show. I said